that, and now we do it like this.
So with PlayStation Plus at the beginning of March, they dropped 2 classic games, Ratchet and Clank and Bloodborne. I already talked about Bloodborne in a video earlier, but my wife was playing through Ratchet Clank again, and she totally loved it, and so did I. And I kept thinking over and over again, why don't they make games like this anymore? I'm just going to bring you a quick video letting you know about the game, encourage you to go pick it up, and try it if you haven't already. Or give it another try. It's such an awesome game. So, first to start off with story and plot-wise. This game is based off a movie that's based off a game. That's mainly the premise and the tagline. And what that means in a more clear English is it's just a retelling or a reimagining of the first game, which follows the meeting of the titular characters Ratchet and Clank, but in a twist, it's narrated by the Crimson Chin. What? He's not the Crimson Chin. Okay. It's narrated by none other than himself, Buzz Lightyear. Well, it's not Buzz Lightyear. Okay. My bad. It is narrated by Captain Quark.
Greetings, new fish. I'm
Captain Quark.
Who is one of the most comical video game characters in a game in recent memory. A small qualm with the story is it's not much in the way of character development or deep layers or any type of relationship in between the characters. But there's plenty of likable and memorable characters and a decent movie that ties in and fills in some of the plot holes. But the movie, I think, unlike the game, is really catered toward younger audiences. Graphically, it is a gorgeous powerhouse of particles, beams, explosions. Like, if you ever wanted to play a Pixar movie, this game got it. It's it. Except it's in 60 frames. The looks are vibrant, the locations are varied, and there is a lot of interesting monster designs, and they're funny, they're quirky, and it's funny how a lot of things are from the original game. They brought it forward for now, and it works out seamlessly. But here lies another qualm that I have. As I said before, the monsters are interesting, they're funny, they're quirky, they're great designs, but they do not repopulate themselves on your second or third visit where you're trying to, gather collectibles, or you forgot to get one thing here, you got a new jetpack that allows you to get to a better area. A lot of the enemies don't repopulate themselves so that it feels empty and less lived in. Now we know that a lot of the levels are just big monster arenas. That's for your playground and your amusement, just to do work in, to blow stuff up, to try out the different weapons and guns. But I feel like that's by far the best part of the game. And so when you visit a planet for the second time, it feels a little empty without the enemies. And that's an issue if you want to get collectibles, get trophies. It's unnecessarily empty. Now it's time to talk about the strongest point of the game to me. And that has to be the gameplay. It's tight, it has great controls. I love the double jump, how acrobatic he is, the different weapons. And I have to talk about the 2 biggest standout weapons for me. Number 1 is Mr. Zircon. He's a ruthless robot killing machine who has the most hilarious quips. Reminds me a lot of HK-47 from the KOTOR series. Next is the Groovatron, which is probably my favorite weapon, maybe in the history of my gaming lifetime. It's literally a disco ball that you shoot and makes the enemies stop what they're doing and milli rock on that block. Or throw that thing in a circle. So right now I'm going to showcase the Groovatron for a quick second. Let's bring it out. Wait till the enemy gets in range. And I love the combo with the proton drum, so it looks like a freaking rave is going on. All right, let's get a little bit closer. All right, proton drum ready. And look, the tank is literally dancing right now. And the cool thing about it is that every enemy type does a different dance. And on top of that, the bosses do it as well. And once they're, doing a front side backspin to the Groovatron, you can continue to attack them. It's funny, it's practical, and I think it's almost ingenious. And speaking on the weapons, there's also light progression in terms of leveling up your weapon. You utilize your weapon more and more often. It gets stronger. Also, the nuts and bolts you get from the enemies and the boxes in the environment, you can use the funnel upgrade system to make it better and make it more ammo, to make it have more of an impact. So I think progression in a game like this is totally needed, and also allows you to customize your character and your playstyle in a way that you really want to. So you get a lot of freedom. Now, Ratchet gets a chance to shine, albeit a few brief moments throughout the game, but I think it's a lot more than I remembered him doing things in the first Ratchet Clank game. The soundtrack is also fittingly Star Wars Orchestra inspired, which is a plus in my opinion. There's also a great audio and layering design, which always lets you know where the action's happening around you. I've always appreciated the series' sense of humor, and this game is no different. Now, it's not Dave Chappelle, slap your knee, laugh out loud funny, but if you don't smile or at least chuckle a few times while playing, I think it's safe to say you don't have a soul.
But sacrifices must be made.
Man, does Drek ever stop talking?
Hey, security laser guy! You said that was your best work. Head to HR. That's your final paycheck.
So the question arises again, why don't they make games like this anymore? There's a lot of different factors, but to be honest, the real answer is, I don't know. But regardless, I'm so happy they made this game. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. I appreciate it so much. Just so you know, shout out to my wife. All the footage was courtesy of her last playthrough. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, drop a like. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. More stuff always coming. Peace, y'all. Join the nation.